able to pick up that first blood by taking on the Slardar. But we'll see them the moment they go for this pounce, but it might be a little bit too slow for Maybe to be able to get out. They lead with the Void, be able to follow up with the Silence. Maybe, though, does have that reactive armor, plus the supports come into play. It's not quite enough, though. He does end up going down.
Liquid, as long as they keep the Slaughter under farm, there's no really good vehicles for the Infest aside from the Blink Slaughter sitting at 1150, so it is very high priority that they protect.
Another TP in. They're going to have the lifesteal. They're trying to save Fada, and they will be able to bail him out. In fact, they're going to be able to get the kill onto the Bat Rider. And the Invis is about to as well. They scout out Fada. They're going to go for the kill. They're actually going to go for the support in the background. They want to be able to blow up Jarex, at least force that false promise onto himself. Liquid are split. They're going to go for the support. He managed to get off the false promise, goes for the immediate TP out, and now the game we play, Maybe is going to be able to come in with the extra nukes. He's going to try and pop some of these heroes of Liquid, but they're too damn tanky, and they're just going to be able to focus down aggressive immediately. They're taking a lot of AoE damage in the process, though. Maybe might just be able to clean this whole entire fight up with his teammates as Fada is forced to fight this one out. Gets the Dragon Tail onto Maybe, continues to get some damage. Slithering Crush comes in. Mind control can't stop the fight, though. Zhao Wei controls Matumba Man, pulls him away. 3 loss from LGD.
Jarex over here.
They get the instant smoke screen. Jarex won't even have the opportunity for a false promise. There goes the silence, burst damage, not enough. He managed to get off the false promise, down the turnaround, another infest bomb, aggressive. He gets the ultimate off, but he's being body blocked up, won't be able to get the pounce away. Liquid, who's pouncing who? LGD lose 2. Out the smoke screen, taking a lot of magic damage there from Jarex. Just needs a little bit more. The heals are going to come through, though. Curl actually pops the Void, but now we have all that Purifying Flames heal coming into play. Aggressive, though, has been scared away by the rest of Liquid. Now they have the initiation, but the Bat Rider gets popped. Couldn't even pull Matumba Man. Maybe he's going to be up next. The Chakram not doing enough work, or maybe he does. He gets the Night Stalker, turns it around, gets it too. Can he get away, though? Fada just one-shots him with a Shadow Blade amplified damage. The physical damage manages to rip the Timber Saw asunder, and now they're going to be able to get more. September not able to make it out. They get the Courier and the Little Dog too. This is rather risky. Firefly is about to come back up.
They didn't use Scan. They saw Xiao 8 and Rubik.
Well, now, oh, that is actually one hell of a flame break. It pushed Matumba Man up onto the cliff. They're now trying to heal him up. He's going to rage TP out, but this is an opportunity for a jump. They will immediately false promise as he gets brought down to earth, but can they actually finish him off? The jump in there. Mind Control trying to create some space. Matumba Man is healing himself up, but Mind Control is now going to be caught underneath the smoke screen. They try and get the silence out, but Aggressive gets off the Dark Pact as well as his ultimate, starts going to town. Already taking out the Life Stealer. Goes for Fada next. TP away, not in time, and oh my god! Blink in from Mind Control. He instantly disappears like a magician. 3 down, LGD go for the 4th, and Kuro, that's going to be full 5-man wipe just like that. The Roshan. Liquid's going to stay on the high ground here, but the whole wraparound from LGD may be able to catch them out. They're going to make the initiation. Pops MMY immediately. No play from him here in this fight, but they already get off the false promise as well, stopping that lasso. They kill the Oracle, but is it going to be worth it? Is now the 3 cores of Liquid still looking healthy. They turn on to aggressive, hoping to be able to force out that Aegis. Instead, they realize, let's just kill Maybe with the amplified damage on him instead. That's going to be the play. Riki jumps over to the Slark, hoping to be able to make this great escape here, but they're focusing on aggressive, and they're taking him out too. They manage to find Sep as he moves to the left-hand side, but Mind Control knows better. They get him.
We'll lose the fight if Oracle dies before false promise.
Jump in immediately with the Silver Edge. They might be able to pop Fada before they actually have Jarex be able to get the false promise save. Fada had a little bit more time, and he got it. Just in time, BKB goes off, and they now fight away. Fada knows he's definitely dead once this is done for, so he's just going to try and get as much damage on the Slark as possible, and it might just be enough. It is indeed a 3-man crush from Mind Control. Keep on going. Smoke cloud, but it's not going to be much. They really need a harder initiation. Now maybe he's going to be caught in the Dragon Tail, and Mind Control doesn't even go for him. He goes from the back line, stopping Zhao Wei. Now the buyback. And Liquid immediately managed to get out there. They get the Infest back into the Slardar. They're going to turn, try and kill Zhao Wei again underneath that one. Oh my goodness, he thought he could lasso away, and the fight continues. Aggressive actually getting a lot of damage now on Fada with the amplified damage stolen away by MMY. Useful, but not useful enough, it seems. 80 seconds down, and LGD call it just like that. Liquid on a tear through the lower bracket. Maybe he does need that extra help.
He didn't drop it through.
They're actually going to go for Kuro. Will be able to pop him. First blood going the way of Maybe.
Yeah, he can get good solo picks on the Lion, but I think overall in team fights it's much better with the Blink Dagger.
Try and go on Fada again. They do manage to get the Primal Roar on him. Sunray through the backup, and the pure damage rips through Fada. They now look for a counter kill, but it's just not going to be fast enough. Or maybe it is. The glimpse back. Oh, long range Timber Chain, but it's not good enough. The Ravage holds him in place.
Bit greedy here, both taking the tier 1 at top and defending bottom lane. And as the Phoenix shows, there's a smoke. Liquid will take this fight rather happily. Matumba Man's going to lead the initiation on a Xiao Wei. They still have the Ravage as well, so this is not a fight that LGD can really try and take. Or maybe they can with the Primal Roar. They're actually getting a little bit more damage on the Chakram, and they burst him down! The Ravage is too late, too shallow to catch Xiao Wei. Mind control lost to the sauce, will be able to barely get the pick up, but now maybe he's going to be controlled by Jerix with that Static Storm, and Liquid still pick up the better of the engagement. But considering that was supposed to be Liquid's surprise initiation on LGD and they lost Matumba Man, the inevitable glimpse back, it seems they should be able to get it. Bounty Hunter will claim the kill. And now Matumba Man realizes just how many heroes of LGD are actually here. It's Invis Rune.
The two heroes are from the side.
Oh, the smoke beat of the road to the Ravage! 5-man set up right into the Static Storm. The Anvil gets dropped by LGD. And they take 4 just like that. An ultra kill for Jerix of all people. And now maybe is looking for the great escape through the trees, but he's already been hit by the track. Liquid not going to try and go for the dive though. Liquid see the opportunity to take a bigger objective in mind. They back up towards Roshan. Girl will reveal himself as he takes away the Hawk, but now they're going to find the initiation. Mind control blinks himself forward, but not seeing the opportunity for a Ravage just yet. He's just going to leave Matumba Man to go for Xiao Wei, holding on to the Primal Roar, but the Static Storm makes sure that he does go down without an ult to use. LGD get a lot of damage on him. Matumba Man now jumping forward with the Icarus dive. Supernova goes out. They need to pop this egg, and they do it now. They do get it just in time. The Ravage goes out. They turn on to Maybe, who's going to go down next. And Fada starts pushing forward against LGD. Aggressive. Tries to fight back. Goes for Jerix. Many of the heroes of Liquid are quite low, but he is at a numbers disadvantage. If he gets popped here, managed to get the Sunder off. Fada can't burst him in time, and the finger attack takes him out instead.
Target, especially with his build. Maybe he had like a Mjolnir Basher, but that's coming way later.
They really want to focus Maybe down, aggressive, sitting on the side. Yep, the MMY, he's going to get picked off by Matumba Man. He sees the squishier target in mind. Mind control, holding, now pops a Ravage for the EKB. Perfect time from aggressive, and it might just be enough. No, barely survives through that one. Maybe still going to look for the kill, but aggressive during his BKB time, he has to fight up against the 2 cores. Needs help from Maybe. The sun comes in. Static Storm not going to be able to get a Sunder off this time. Now it's Maybe against the world. All the reactive armor in the world just may not be enough to survive against these heroes. Xiao Wei comes in, unstable concussion, lands on him though. Primal Roar goes out, but it's too late, and it's just cleanup time for Matumba Man. Give me those stacks, he says. All the stats in the world. As now Liquid will take the extra life as Aegis should go into their hands. They want to try and see if they can get the initiation on Liquid.
They have an Obsword at this point,
His smoke is going to be the first one. Pops. Doesn't have the quick reactions, though, to get off the Necronomicon. And now the fight's going to go nasty. And there goes the first Ravage. Doubles it up, but the aggressive managed to get off the BKB. Jerix in the background still holding out to that Static Storm, while Fun is going to be focused down by the Chakrams. They are burning through all this one. September with a successful Supernova is going to be able to go through the back line while Mind Control gets taken out by aggressives. Right clicks. They look for more. Finally, the Static Storm laid out, but Mind Control is not going to be safe for this one. Gets the pounce over the cliff. And that might just be enough to be able to get him to safety. Maybe he's going to be on hot pursuit, though. Misses one. Chakram gets the second one. It gets him in the end. The triple kill for Maybe.
Wow, how in the world did they win that team fight?
And this will not be revealed in the next team fight until perhaps it's too late for LGD. They've already beaten through half of Roshan's HP. They have themselves really well spread. Immediately, Matumba managed to blink in, managed to get hexed. There goes the Ravage, up, down, hard. As now they're managing to be able to take out 2. A refresher goes out. Jerix looks for a second Static Storm. He's going to be able to catch aggressive alongside the Ravage. They're going to try and pop before the Sunder has an opportunity to go off, and they will. 3 down. LGD now starts throwing out the buyback. Supernova is going to successfully explode, though, and maybe we'll capitalize on that one. He sees Jerix an opportunity, has him cornered, will be able to take him out with at least the Chakram as he burns through. No, he has to actually Timber changing the other side, and Liquid, they've gotten yet another pickoff. Jerix in the background will eventually die here as aggressive. Looks for more of these heroes. Vada, he's the low one, and he's the big core that he desperately needs to be able to take out of this fight. Fanta goes away, TP out. He knows they have no disables. They only have raw damage, and it's not enough. Liquid escape. They don't lose a hero, and now Ryan's going to get picked off as well. Matumba Man found that one. Somehow Liquid, they force that fight. They get the right kind of initiation, locking down aggressive with the refreshers that they had. But it's not enough as LGD buy back and will be able to potentially still take a Roshan fight. But it's in a danger zone. They lose any one of these heroes, and that could be the end of the game. September tries to get away, but the mash is there, and he gets taken out. Matumba Man keeps on right-clicking away. Now on Maybe, turns under aggressive again. Off the BKB, gets off the Sunder, but it's not much HP at all that he managed to get off. Gets hit by the unstable concussion, and he's down. 100 seconds, Maybe locked inside the static storm as well, and that will just be it straight out. Death from Timbersaw. He has a buyback, but no aggressive for a minute and a half.
Start going for the melee racks. It may be worth it for LGD to continue to try and slow stall this one out.
Nope, they're going to make their initiation. Tries to go from Matumba Man, managed to get off the Dark Pack. The Raps goes down, refresh, and reassess. Looks like Liquid are going to try and go back in, but they're scared out by aggressive BKB. And there goes. Kuro just gets popping the Dragon. Now the jump in, re-ravage on the aggressive. They're going to be able to pop him. 80 seconds on the clock. Round 2, the static storm, they glimpse it back. Will be able to catch Xiao Wei. Jokum going in town. Maybe he can't do it alone, though. He needs some extra help. He's being beaten to death by Matumba Man. Reactive armor being damned. He's just getting the stats up. Will go for Xiao Wei. Just fought back. And maybe seeing a dieback too before he gets off the primal roar. Maybe he just doesn't put out enough damage against this team. Not by himself. The Sunray can't save him. He has a buyback, but it's just him and Seb against the world. And not even Seb can stick around. It's a glimpse. Catches him, pulls him right back in. Liquid takeout 4. There's a buyback. It's now up from aggressive. But will it be enough? These two heroes against the full 5-mana Liquid, and they're healthy too. The Chemical Rage has brought Vada back up to full HP, and Matumba Man's passive has almost done the same as well. They're going to go for the second lane of racks at bottom.
Time to start hitting towers.
Yeah, they've got the Arcane Rune still on mind control, so they want to try and make use of this if possible. The opportunity is set up. Aggressive is going to be initiated on him. Matumba Man, let's see if they can get the combo. He managed to get off the Sunder. Manta his way through with the BKB. Will be able to make the escape. Ravage off the mark for mind control, but he's got a do-over as he refreshes. Looks for the initiation. Good force down save from Matumba Man as they manage to get the pounce away. Liquid defending their heroes beautifully as they start backing themselves out. Offensive GG. Maybe it is. It's Liquid. They may just be able to end this one. Vada lower. Daggett almost finished up entirely. Regen kicking into play. Gets off the Shivas. Is he going to survive from this? He will! Underneath the static storm, LGD can do nothing! A power chain away, Supernova up. Liquid can't force it in time, won't be able to take out the egg, and Kuro almost burns to death underneath that one. Liquid 3 versus 5. They see the opportunity to be able to get a glimpse as well. Zep isn't going to be able to make it out of here. This is going to be left entirely up to Maybe to try and defend. Liquid, how can he possibly do this with only the magic damage and these hyper regen powers of Liquid? He can't actually burst through anybody.
Yeah,
Liquid
know that they have it too.
Yeah.
They use just solo ultimate onto the Terror Blade, knowing that he doesn't have buyback and they just have little fight left in them at this point.
They certainly do. They're going to be able to jump onto Maybe here, beating him down with the Basher. BKB activated by Maybe as he tries to make the jump away. Unstable Concoction thrown out for MMYs. The rest of the team focuses on the racks. The tier 4s are in a bit of trouble though. Back at base, Mind Control will defend that one. And now the numbers are a little bit more even, but it's 3 versus 4 inside the LGD base. And Maybe's the only damage dealer, and he's already down to half HP. Matumba Man beating through him, almost finishes off, and he gets him in the end. A Thunder Strike from Jerix finishes off the big carry of LGD. 2 minutes down, and Liquid will slowly right-click their way to victory here on the main stage. Lower bracket Kings, it seems, is now that title is passed over to Liquid as they've made their way from the beginning. Dropped down by MVP, and they 2-0s all the way now as they've made top 3.
An impressive run from Liquid, and I think a good run from LGD too. I don't think that people consider them the second strongest Chinese team coming into there, and I think you have to applaud any team that can take a team fight against Liquid with 25,000 in the hole versus that sort of lineup. That was one of the most incredible team fights that I have seen. A little sad to see Xiao Wei go, but very excited to see Liquid match up tomorrow.
I mean, we'll certainly see them in the future as TI's invite is with